Hear ye, and welcome to the Royal Geek Podcast, Anime Edition. I'm your host tonight, Justin Sandoval, a.k.a. Sandy, and like always, I'm joined by Trevor McGee,
Bingus,
JD.
Yo.
Welcome, everyone. We are excited to have you guys here tonight. We are going to be talking about Mount Dubmore, is what we're talking about.
Greatest voice actors.
Yes,
Sir.
Here in the States.
Yes, the greatest English dub actors. But before we get into all that, let's get the business out of the way. If you want to go ahead and hit subscribe on YouTube and follow us, Royal Geek Podcast, and all of our socials, every single one of them, at Royal Geek Pod. We'd really appreciate it. Drop us a like.
Including MySpace.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe
Facebook.
not.
Follow us on
Yes,
Facebook.
there you
Vine.
go. It's there. We're
on
there.
Vine.
All right. So anyway, just a few things we normally do. We'll go ahead and start off with some recommendations. I don't know how you guys have been doing with recommendation wise.
I'll go first because I'm reckless.
Yes. Go
I'm
for
reckless right now. I have no recs. I'm wrecked out.
Wrecked out.
I have no recs right now. I'm grinding through Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
It's springtime, and as the father of teenage children, the time
It's rough.
It evaporates so fast.
Yeah.
And
What episode you on Shippuden?
I don't remember, but it's good though. I will say that what you're talking about with One Piece, I feel I'm really I would say I'm thoroughly enjoying this.
Okay.
I'd give it pretty full marks. I look forward to watching it. It's great, and the animation's gotten a lot better. Obviously, as you would think it would, but happy about that. The characters are great. The turns they're picking are great. So yeah. Feeling good about that.
So you're just gonna do no Rex. I love it. I
I'm
love
reckless.
it. What about you, JD? What are you watching?
I've just been watching Steins Gate again recently.
Wow. Nice.
So he's reckless as well.
For sure, 100%. Nothing new has really come out that I liked. I know we have some actual summer anime that's coming out that I think is coming out during the summer that I'm excited for. So we'll see. We're still waiting on Loser Ranger, but
That's winter. That's winter. Yeah. I know. You'll be waiting.
Just shoot me. But other than that, the Naruto grind, I'm going to start leaving y'all.
I'm waiting on him. I'm gonna start leaving you guys.
We're gonna need to get you. So for identity safety reasons, we're not gonna talk about how and what you're doing, the performance enhancing drugs, because I want to keep you safe. But it's not. There's no way. There's no way that the rate is enjoyable. I just can't, when I sit down to watch an episode, I'm like, I'll rewind it sometimes. I'm like, oh man, that was cool. Like, what happened there? Or they'll say something quietly. I'm like, what was that? Or I'll look up context.
Now we realize why it takes them so long.
Yeah.
We all realize now what.
Well,
he
and
was doing.
that's why I always bring Easter eggs. So I'm like, oh, did you know that the background voice actor in My Hero during the Endeavor and Namu fight the first time is the same guy from Fairy Tail, and the manga author actually intended it to be it because he was a fan. So that's kind of stuff that I figure out.
So facts we didn't need to know, but glad that I do know.
Exactly, because I take my time as opposed to watching TV on ×8 speed.
No, it's not ×8.
I know it's not. I'm coming up with a
what is it, 2.5?
plausible ability.
With Shippuden, I can't watch it like that. I just watch it normal speed.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's 1.5 actually. 1.5.
The sub?
What's that? No, not sub, dub.
Where?
1.5?
No, where are you watching the dub?
Oh, I'm watching it on Hulu.
Yeah.
It's on Hulu dub?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I started watching on Crunchyroll.
Oh,
Is it
it's
dubbed
not
on
dubbed
there?
there.
It's
Is it?
up. No,
Yeah.
it's not dubbed.
Yeah. I was doing dubbed on.
You know what? Now
Hulu.
I see why you get it through so quickly.
Mhm.
I'm up here reading subtitles.
Yep, I'm not.
You know
I'm going through
Trevor, you're getting left.
That's fine.
it. It's supposed to be together, guys. That's what it's.
Just playing. Trevor, you're not getting left.
That's good.
But yeah, so okay, that's good rec. Steins Gate, classic, fantastic.
Yep, for sure.
I've been sticking with the spring ones, the spring anime right now. Pretty good stuff. Demon Slayer, it's Sword Art. The Swordsmith arc is it's a slow build right now. Slow build. It had some really cool scenes in the last couple episodes, but I'm ready for it to hit really hard in a couple.
It's definitely gonna kick up.
Yeah.
One thing I will say though, on the topic of that in One Piece, for all of you guys that's watched the new One Piece episodes, they passed the UI Goku, the MUI Goku episode, and they passed something else with the most watched because they are one episode is a Sanji episode. And one episode is a Zoro episode, but it's because of the fights that they have and who they're against. And for all of y'all that's watching it, the animation
I've seen some clips,
is
man. It's
top
crispy. Yeah.
freaking tier. It's crazy.
Dang, dude, I haven't seen any clips about it yet. I'll get
don't
there.
spoil
I'll
yourself.
get there. I'll get there.
Don't spoil
worry.
yourself.
I'll get there.
I mean, if manga is allowed, I have regs, but that's not what we are.
Go. Hey,
I mean, if you
listen,
want to go for it,
go
go
for
for
I
it.
mean, I'll
drop some.
I will say there's one that's kind of it's interesting. It's called Tenmaku Cinema. It's about a guy who gets possessed by the spirit of a dead screenwriter, and he's a cinephile, like he loves movies, and the dead screenwriter is using him to make his like movie ambitions come to reality, which is cool. And then Sakamoto Days, which I've told you about like a long time
You told me
ago.
about that one.
We're up to chapter 118.
I think that one's getting adapted to an anime.
I hope so,
think
because
it
it's
was.
going to
Really?
it's going to be great. It's about a kind of you wouldn't think much about him at first glance, who's an ex-assassin like John Wick if he was fat, but then he could
Okay.
also get skinny. And then Kaiju number 8.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
So I'm
Okay.
grinding in other areas, but
Okay. Well rounded, I would say.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, but mainly I've been enjoying Demon Slayer, but there are a lot of other ones. Like Heavenly Delusion has been a surprise for me. It's on Hulu. It's really good.
Okay.
How many episodes of anime are you watching a week right now?
If I answer that question, you might throw up in your mouth.
No, I won't. I've already done that. But tell me.
Rough estimate, maybe about like 110.
Did you say a day?
No. You say a day or
Oh,
a
a
week?
week.
He's at a week.
Oh, I was about to
Yeah.
say, hold on.
Yeah.
Whoa.
A day, it's like 28 to 32,
32 a day. All right, let's do some math right quick. We'll say 32.
but no weekends except for Demon Slayer and.
That's 10 and a half.
Actually, you know
that's
what?
10 and a half hours of anime a day that you're grinding through at 1.5 speed.
Not all of it's 1.5 speed.
That's even worse.
That's not all of it's at 1.5 speed.
Jeez.
Just right now, One Piece is 1.5.
Is your
speed right
brain
now.
okay?
Yeah, I feel great, man.
Nice. Okay.
feel great.
That's what you say.
I
He's
feel
on
accomplished.
He's
and
on
I actually,
endorphins right now.
I started a One Piece
Yeah.
log. I shared with
You
you guys.
did,
Yeah,
yeah.
you saw that. Yeah.
When I started episode 1, and I'm gonna keep it going until I catch up.
We should.
So-
I think we should.
I am skipping all the fillers though. Every single filler I'm skipping.
There's not that many
There's not.
fillers.
There's not.
I think we should do a wellness
However,
check.
there have been I think there's been a total of 20 fillers so far.
It can't be. You know what's crazy? I bet you.
Majority of the fillers
I
are
bet
the
you
beginning
think
of the series.
Foxy Pirate episodes are fillers.
They're not.
I know they're not.
Only 4 of the Foxy Pirates are fillers.
The rest are canon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We should do a wellness check.
A wellness check?
on this guy.
We're all going to the doctor. We're
Yeah,
taking him?
we just
Yeah.
need to come over
We're
and
gonna go-
just check on him.
Just check. Are you okay? I
Yeah.
promise you, I'm as the best I've ever been. There you go.
Yeah, he's
I'm
having
the
a
best
stroke.
I've ever been.
You know
Also,
what?
I
This is
apologize.
an intervention. So
This
Yeah.
is it. All right, welcome
Yeah.
on air. Let's go. But anyway, I just love anime. I do.
Yeah.
And I've
Now
started listening to anime OPs like all the time. Like it's the only music I listen to
you
now.
know what? That's okay.
Yeah.
This
Acceptable.
podcast has
Yeah.
unchained
Yeah.
the Nine-Tails Fox inside of you.
Listen, I know I said that Hell's Paradise's opening OP was the best of the spring season, but Demon Slayer's Kazuna no Kaseki has been hitting so hard. It's so good, man. But yeah, anyway. So I think that's it for Rex, right?
No, it's good. Yeah, I'm sorry that I sound like I have emphysema. I was at the Braves game last night, so.
Oh, nice, man.
Oh,
Good.
okay.
Yeah. So I'm
All
like, hello.
Screaming, screaming away.
This podcast was brought to you by Mental and Physical Health.
Yeah.
Guys, all right.
I'm hydrating. I'm living my best life.
Yes, good. All right, so I mean, if we were to do the pushing past limits, I think Naruto and One Piece right now, everyone's pushing past their limits. So,
Side note, what do you feel about Naruto right now? Like, how did?
Yeah, let's hear that. What do you-
okay,
the
so
show, and then the character.
the show. Well, the character. You say you've seen a lot of character development. I think he's still the same, immature,
Okay.
little kid. Even though he's grown up. I haven't seen a lot of progress there. Sakura is still the worst anime character in the history of the
That's
world.
not true.
Gosh,
She's gotten
man.
a lot stronger, though.
She's gotten stronger.
I will say that.
She's gotten stronger.
She's cool, man.
But
This is
still so annoying.
this is slander because she's not your type.
She's not my type. She's
Exactly.
not.
That's all this is. If she was his type, she'd be a great
I
character.
think you're onto something there. I really think you are.
I hate Sai with a
trying to
passion.
think.
Anyways, let's keep going.
I actually like Sai.
I like
actually
Sai. I changed. So in the chat, I said I hated
Yeah.
Sai. I'm back. I'm
Yeah.
around on
His-
I
Sai.
don't like Sai.
His jutsu is actually really good, man.
It's so well animated too. It's
Yeah.
so pretty.
It's just different.
Yeah. And I like how he's actually trying to fit in now. Like,
It's cool. Like I was sitting there. So also part of the issue with me and Naruto is that because my family is older, as this always happens, they are now invested. So it's become a 5-person affair.
Oh,
you
Yeah.
did that to yourself, man. You
I
did it to
mean,
yourself.
I can't. You can't be on the fam. Got it. This is Ohana means family.
That's
Family,
right, it
yeah,
does.
so
no.
now they're all in Naruto.
Oh yeah, no, we're all there, and
Dang.
yeah, it's a big deal. And so, yeah, I think Sai actually is cool. I was really concerned that he was not going to survive a certain encounter.
Yeah.
And he did. And
He did.
as soon as he had that moment of development where he was like, I'm here to rescue you, like 5 minutes ago, I would not have, but I want to see the bonds of friendship or whatever. I was like, I looked at my wife and I said, oh, he's dead. He's for sure dead. Like, he's for sure dead. But they were gracious, thankfully. I can't take any
he did
more.
it, man. He did it. He went away from him being an assassin, and
Yeah.
he's now a part of the team for
Yeah.
now.
And
at least.
kudos to Naruto. Like, the 5th Hokage referenced this, and so did Kakashi, but his ability to forge bonds is really cool.
Yeah, that's his superpower.
Top
Yeah.
no jutsu is.
It's top no
I think,
jutsu, man.
yeah, for sure.
And like, better than any other character, I think,
Yeah.
that I've seen.
One of the downsides for me has been Kakashi. Their team Kakashi, they do a badass mission with him, and then he's like hurt and he's out of commission.
Yeah.
And he's out. He's like out.
Yeah,
You
for
gotta
a while.
remember though that eye takes a lot of strain, man.
I mean, I get it.
that move was
I get it.
that
but
was a crazy move though.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's literally like
Kamui is crazy.
one of the best characters in anime, and he's being underutilized in this arc.
I mean, he has to be though. That like it just shows that he's human. If they were to let him use that jutsu and come back, you know, it's kind of like.
I mean, and also plot,
armor.
like I was gonna say, plot device. Like you can't have him there because then it kind of he would, because I mean, do you know what he does later? Do you know what his future
I know
holds?
I know how he ends up.
So
yeah.
like he's kind of like a dude.
yeah.
So you can't have a dude rocking with you all the time if you're gonna
Even-
have these guys grow.
Even Sasuke was like, "Where is he at?"
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. It's true. He even questioned it, which I don't know what episode you're at, Ernest. I don't want to say too much because I know you're in the moment.
I will never share the episode that I'm on until I'm far enough ahead of you guys.
Oh, yo,
He's grinding.
Maybe.
He's grinding. Oh my god. Okay,
Maybe.
dude,
we
we
got
gotta get
punked,
back on
yo.
it.
Maybe.
He did this
Maybe
to him
not.
before. He did this to him before.
I'm gonna do it every
did.
time. But I have to. You guys gotta let me get like 15, 20 ahead. So
Dude,
we have
Oh my god.
Justin, we're getting punked, yo.
Yeah, you are.
Sandy, what's going on?
What the heck, man? I just don't even.
I should have wore my glasses so I could do the Kabuto like. Now you see.
Oh, okay.
This
Okay,
whole
I see
time
you
I've been
now.
playing with you.
I see.
He's
Which,
become light Yagami on us.
oh
yo.
my gosh. Which I hate Kabuto too, by the way.
He's the worst.
She's so bad.
Speaking of
dude.
D&D, I'm going to put a Kabuto character in this that just continues to show up and survive. that
Kabuto
everyone
is really
hates.
cool, bro.
No.
Bro,
he's not.
bro, you can't sit here and
he's
say Sai is a bad character. And
Oh,
then
I know
say-
exactly.
And then say that Kabuto is
Oh
a
my
good character.
gosh.
So I've really enjoyed it. I'm really pro Naruto, the show and the character. I think the development. I think that he still has the nature of being a doofus, but I think that you're starting to see more mature decision making when it counts. The only time which really actually frustrated me was when he was trying to bail on Kakashi. When they were chasing the dude in the sky with the clay bird.
Daedra, right? That's the name, I think.
David. I'm just kidding.
David.
That dude pissed me off too. I hated him.
Yeah, the clay eating in the hands.
Yeah, he was a dork. But when he was
You
chasing
liked
him,
him. Yeah.
when he was chasing him, I was like, "Bro, you've been at this for the game. Like, just let the guy. You're a team. Like, also him versus Orochimaru when he lost control was crazy.
Oh, Naruto.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I did enjoy that, but only because you can just feel the power and the intensity. Like that was
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Although I didn't
I'm
like
not
how-
sold on the character of Orochimaru either. Like I feel like he's,
Really?
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, he is a straw villain. I mean, to be honest, like there's like 10 behind him.
His
that
whole
are cool.
backstory is so cool, though.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. it
Yeah,
is.
sure.
I get tired of every time he fights, he's like, snake sword arm, snake sword arm. You block that,
Snake sword arm. Yeah.
And I was like,
Snake
oh
sword
my-
mouth.
Yeah, I was like, all right, man, we get it. You like snakes, dude. You're made out of snakes. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool,
but
cool.
yet he's trying to steal the jutsus and learn jutsus and all
But
this
he
kind of
only
stuff.
uses
But
one
he
because he ain't
resorts
got but
back
one.
To, yeah,
he ain't got but
He
one. That's why he
resorts
needs to
back to
steal
that
other
one.
ones. He's only
Yeah.
got the one.
yeah, but he can raise the dead and reincarnate and
He
all
can
this
do a
other
lot.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, his
Like,
arms are working now.
He hit a
Well, he's in a new body now.
he
so.
hit a mean Rashomon when against Naruto, so it
Yeah.
shows he has other things.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still very
On the fence.
about a
But
lot of this.
but here's the thing that he was off the fence on the other side.
Yeah.
So like by the time
I
we
was
get to the end of
spitting
this
on the other
thing-
side, but right now I'm on the fence, like
He'll be there.
looking like, should I get down on
He'll-
this side or should I stay on this side?
It's
He'll be
crazy
there.
because I like the character development of Justin Sandoval.
It's been a good
Yeah.
arc.
It's come
you like
along.
this?
It's come
This is-
around.
This is
Went
his
from-
training arc.
I went from pure villain to now a semi decent character. So
You went from Pain to Itachi really quick.
This is you're in your training arc right now.
This is-
Exactly.
There's been some good training arcs in Naruto. Like
They do that really well.
yeah.
I best part for me so far was them finally finding a legitimate purpose for the Shadow Clones.
Yes. Okay, so he is ahead of us. Okay, so
God. All right.
that
so,
revealed it. That revealed it.
I feel like I know where he's at now.
Yeah.
Anyways, just know, starting tomorrow before I go to work,
Oh,
it's grind time.
Well,
I think I'll start on next Monday.
I'll tell you
start
guys
next
where I'm
Monday.
at for real. I'm on 130.
You're lying,
No.
Are you really?
Yeah. Where's my phone?
bro.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I was
I'm
about to
kidding.
say
I'm
we
kidding.
are
I'm
getting
kidding.
punked,
kidding.
yo.
I'm kidding. If there's like
130.
like death, taxes, and me saying something straight face to y'all
Yeah.
and getting y'all to buy it,
We bid it. All right.
You're a very
so-
good salesman.
I know.
All right. So I feel like we need to move into the main topic for the
Let's
night.
do this thing.
But before we do,
Oh.
I have a little side topic here. So we're going to talk about Mount Dubmore. All right, our top 4 English dub actors in anime. Right.
Yep.
But before we do, I feel like we need to have a little conversation here.
Okay.
Sub versus dub conversation. All right. So how we feel in general
always
about,
have
about
to-
sub versus dub. I know you have a
I have to
very
de-
strong
defend my honor
yes,
at
you
all
have a very
times.
strong opinion about this.
That's not true. It's not strong. It's just
Let's hear
I
it.
always me first. Okay, I prefer the dub. Like, and it's not not always, but most of the time. Like, if I'm gonna go, if you're like, hey, there's an anime, I go to the dub first. To me, the idea of watching the sub, and this is the shots are about to be fired, and I don't mean to. The trigger's being pulled for me. It's unnecessarily. It's like, well, I watch the sub. I'm cultured, and I read the subtitles. I'm like, all right, man. Like it's a cartoon. Like, we're fine. And so the main reason is accessibility. I enjoy it. I think that it conveys in more cases than people who are primarily sub give it credit for, conveys the right emotion on the right words in the right way. I don't know Japanese, so what they're emphasizing when they're talking, I'm just reading it. I have no idea what the emphasis is, what the emotional tone is, if the scene is not like spelling it out for me. So a conversation at a school desk, maybe, I don't know if they're pissed off or happy or whatever.
You know what? That makes sense. Makes a lot
Now,
of sense.
now there are some people who do that really well and they still get that right tone, but that's kind of it. You know, and as we're going to talk about with some of one person in particular in the line, like just some of these guys. I mean, like who's not on my list, Sean Schimmel with Goku. Like the guys who do it and do it well. Like there are some really garbage dubs.
There are a lot.
I'm
actually.
Goku.
Yeah, like,
Like,
but the guys who do it right though, like it's as good if not better. Like that's the thing. And it's just it's kind of like it's like people who, and I don't actually listen to them. I did when I was a kid though. Nickelback. Everyone says that they hate Nickelback.
Right.
Yet Nickelback, and Google this, they're one of the top touring bands in the world every single year. So someone
Is watching their shows.
they're listening. Someone's lying to you. If you go into a room and you say, who likes Nickelback? No one says yes. Someone is lying to you. And that's the same thing with dub. Like, people are watching it. A lot of people are watching it because these dudes, like, they're getting casted over and over and over again. They're on red carpets.
Yeah,
Like, they're.
I agree.
So, like, people, it's just one of those things, like, I think people are more afraid to be like, this is what I do. It's like, oh yeah, I watch sub for sure, and they go home and they listen to Sean Schimmel, like straight up, and they should because he's great.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's
Okay.
my 2 cents.
So recently, I've been doing a lot more dubbed in my life. I was like
we know.
a strict like subtitle only guy.
Spike
But-
Spiegel also phenomenal.
Great performance. Which Steve Blum voices Spike Spiegel, but he also transitioned more into cartoon animation world as far as like Cartoon Network and all those types of animation.
Christian Bale.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
But I will say, I feel like dub comes in handy when you want to like rewatch older anime, like anything that's like 10 years or more. I feel like dub comes in handy because you watched it like back. For me especially, I watched it back in the days like subbed, and now I want to go ahead and go back and maybe get a different experience with it.
Really?
Yeah, and which right now I'm going through One Piece and Naruto. I'm doing dubbed in both of them, and I'm enjoying them. So
One Piece is a good dub too.
I do think. Yeah, One Piece is
As long as it's not for kids.
Really good. No.
Yeah, and that's the thing so I think dub gets a bad rap because of them, because they ruined Pokemon too. So like there was the 4Kids era where they were doing a lot of stuff, and I just saw someone on Twitter talking about this. Like it was not great.
4Kids was atrocious.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So like once they get out of the picture, and now you have I guess Funimation, Crunchyroll that are kind of like heading up the majority of this. Kodansha with their stuff, like it's I think
tolerable.
I think the same quality level that they pursue in Japan, they're starting to pursue here with the dubs, with the studios that are making them now.
I believe that too, actually. But I still enjoy sub, man. Like
it's good. It's good.
When you become a seasonal anime watcher, like you have to be sub. Like you have
This
to
is
be.
true because a lot of stuff not done.
Or else you're 4 weeks behind.
Yep.
Every
Exactly,
single episode, and it's I don't know. It's when you're doing it in the seasonally, you're in the moment. Like you and the group of people that are watching it, like the forums and stuff. Like you are in it together, and it's an experience, and it's unfolding before your eyes. And if you jump on board 4 weeks later, like you're kind of missing the moment. I feel like
that's the best argument for it. And I'm not in any seasonal things right now. And the stuff that I would watch, like Demon Slayer, that I haven't had time to, I would just watch in the dub because I've read the manga.
Right. Yeah.
But like, obviously the last season, the fall winter season, like, whew, man, watching all this stuff like My Hero, Spy Family, on and on and on. Yeah, it was sub. I mean, like,
it has to be.
Now, what I would do is because I really specifically with My Hero, a lot of those voice actors I started the show with because I started in dub, so I really like listening to them do their thing. So our kind of groove would be watch the sub when it drops and then watch last week's dub. And so we would watch. So like I watched the first episode in sub, and then the next week I watched the second episode sub, first episode in dub, and then so on and so forth. Which is always really cool because you get to re-see these moments in a different kind of light, which as you were talking about. I don't think there's a wrong answer for what it's worth. It's frustrating when and it hasn't happened to me in years, but like when you're like, yeah, I like dub, and they're like,
yeah. It hasn't happened in years, but yeah. What about you, JD? What's your?
We already know this man. This man is over here. Konnichiwa.
I don't mind dub. I actually like a lot of the older anime dub because that's what I'm used to. But I feel like some sub moments are a lot better than dubbed. And I think that's just because, like you said, I don't like being so far behind on anime.
Yeah.
So I always watch it when it comes out. One Piece, again, is one of those that I could wait a month or a half to watch the same thing, or I could just go ahead and watch it in sub. So it's just what I'm used to. I don't think subbed is any better than dubbed, but I do think there are some moments in dub that sub that I've seen in dubbed as well that I didn't like in dub. Sub just did it way better, only because of the voice actors and things like that. So I don't have a preference, but I'm just used to watching things in sub.
Before we jump into this, can we do the best dubbed series?
Best? Oh man. Well,
You got to pick one.
well.
And is it Dragon Ball? And is that what it has to be?
Heck no.
No. I have like 2 that came straight to my mind, but
Go.
I'm trying to figure out. Like one of them, Cowboy Bebop, man. I mean, like
Yeah.
Spike is just in a league of his own, man. And then
Really?
Jet, to piggyback off of that, like
Go for it.
Jet did a great job in the dub, man. Like
Yeah.
he was that older like bravado kind of guy, man.
Yeah.
That kind of like stole lines from Spike, but
Honestly, that's a great
even
pull.
Faye, like Faye was,
Yeah.
she had that sultry voice, but like it was like also seductive at the same time. Like it was,
That's his
yeah.
type.
But yeah, I feel like they all like hit it on.
What's
the
your
head.
second?
My second one for me that came to mind was Yu Yu Hakusho, just because I mean, Kuwabara, as silly as he sounds, like all raspy and like gargly, like he's still a unique character. Like he comes
You'll-
across as a unique character.
Will you have Yusuke on your tombstone, like in that corner? Because like
I mean, hopefully he's I don't know, he's coming to get me from the spirit world.
Exactly.
That's true,
We're
yeah,
going
yeah,
to fight
yeah.
demons.
yeah, I mean, yeah. What
Yeah.
about you?
If I had to pick one, it'd either be
The one where you say there are no misses.
honestly the old Hunter x Hunter
Ooh,
was really good.
interesting. That's a
Was
take. That's a take.
Really good. Like I can't lie, but that boy Yusuke, man,
I know, yeah.
he's something else.
Yusuke, he did
Like
it. He did it.
every character in that anime, I feel like had a really pivotal role, and they were really good. Even freaking Hiei's voice actor did his thing with Hiei, man.
I agree with that.
So I don't know. Those would be my two if I had to pick.
I would say, I mean, I really do think that you got to give the Dragon Ball dudes their credit.
No,
you just
yeah,
have to.
you do.
Like the man, have you guys ever watched the behind the scenes of like any of these things being made?
Nope.
No, I
It's-
would love to though.
It's really cool. It's crazy the effort they put in, and I mean it's a joke, but the screaming and stuff like that's just a different level. Like again for me, I can't think of a character in Dragon Ball really that was a miss in the dub where I was like, like when I think of like Attack on Titan's interesting because it has the highest of highs with a couple guys, but their background characters are awful
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's true.
Well, season 1, I feel like everybody was kind of down in season 1.
They're like,
dubbed.
You
they'll-
think so?
Yeah, I
stuff
think
will-
like
sorry,
Armin
yeah.
especially it was
Yeah.
rough in season 1.
Stuff will be happening and it'll be like, did you hear there was a Titan attack? Yeah. Oh man,
Yeah,
not again. I'm like, what is this? A bad '90s RPG? What is this? Like highest of highs and
I get
lowest of
you.
lows. Like, and the same thing. One of my favorite little things is that they changed the voice actor for Professor Aizawa
Ah, yeah.
from the first like handful of episodes until the guy that we have now. And because the first he sounds like a Superman on Quaaludes or something. He's like, I'm gonna take care of the students. I'm like, what? And now he's like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Like, he's got that raspy.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Ah, okay.
yeah. So like, that there's a miss there. But yeah, Dragon Ball. There's not a character that ever showed up where I was like, ooh, like all of them were good.
Okay.
And I mean, from what I've heard of One Piece, same thing. And actually, Naruto would deserve some credit. There's not really any misses with Naruto's voice actors so far to me.
I'm trying to think right now.
No one stood out.
I mean, just the throwaway characters, the ones that are just kind of there to be like lighthearted and like Joji, like his voice actor's not that good. Not good.
I thought he was fine.
I like Choji.
Yeah,
I don't like Ino.
You know,
Well,
her
she's supposed to have an irritating voice, which I
Yeah.
think works. But it's not bad. Like for me, what I mean is like, is it poorly done? Like, not
okay.
do I dislike it? Because like you're supposed to dislike. In my opinion, Ino is meant to be kind of like a
I
great.
do feel like Gaara kind of goes too much. He's too extra.
think so?
Sometimes.
I don't think
Trust me, I love the character
Man,
of Gaara.
listen, I will
He's
say-
probably one of my favorite characters in the
Crazy
series.
enough. We'll get to it, but no,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
the Sand Village is under attack again.
See?
Naruto, you showed me everything
Yes.
that I need to know.
You know what?
About friendship.
Honestly, honorable mention though,
Mm-hmm.
Yu-Gi-Oh is a
Oh.
big
well,
honorable
Pokemon
mention.
too. To be honest,
I don't know, but Yu-Gi-Oh for sure, especially like the first couple of episodes
Yeah.
with Kaiba and man.
I want to walk back Pokemon because of the 4Kids thing, but the current and then the first that middle road was a little rocky.
It's a little
there.
tragic, yeah.
Yeah, but the first and the last there. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is exceptional, actually. I don't know though. Now that I said that, Joey got on my nerves.
I don't know, but Yugi.
Hey, what are you talking about, Yu-Gi-Oh?
I don't know, but
what are
him
you
talking
doing,
about
man?
my grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards. Yo, I don't know.
It's tough. It's
He
tough.
had some lines.
He did. Joey killed me though. Yu-Gi-Oh, how do you play cards? I'm like, all right.
Yu-Gi-Oh's
Turn-
voice being so deep too, man. That was so good.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, this is good. All right, so that's
All right, so that's the sub versus dub conversation. So let's get into Mount Dubmore. So it's Mount Rushmore, our top 4 American voice actors for anime.
Yep.
So I feel like we all need to say like the first person that comes to mind. Like I feel like it's all the same. Like
Well, I think we should go around the room
Mhm.
and you say the name.
You want to start with you? I know. Let's go.
No, you say the name,
Okay.
and then I will probably echo the name, and then he will not, and then we're gonna all
he's
get
going.
mad.
He has to. If he
think
doesn't,
so?
We're all gonna get really mad.
if
at
you
him.
don't, I feel like you're gonna have to get up and walk out. Like,
Well, I guess I'll hit the door then. Cause,
let's just get ready. He's gonna have to leave.
did you go like full unique or did you?
No, not really.
Okay.
No, don't
Okay,
give,
well,
don't
we'll
give him
see.
an out.
We'll see. Let's see what
Just-
you say. Go ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead,
so
Sam.
I feel like the first person whose face is up here in Mount Dubmore has got to be Christopher Sabat.
Okay.
Do you have him on your list?
I do have Chris.
Okay,
Sabat on my
good.
list.
Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely on there.
Christopher Sabat, he's 100% like,
Voice everybody.
Yeah, he's voiced all the cool characters.
Listen.
Every
Right now,
single-
let me say this, and I have to say this. If as soon as I hear his voice, I go, "Oh, this is gonna be a good show."
Yes.
Oh,
Who whatever the
for
show
sure.
is, as soon as he enters the picture, I'm pulling up his work, bro. I got
Okay.
you. I'm already ahead of you, man.
Good.
You just talk.
All right.
But as soon as he pops in, I'm like, "Oh, we're about to have a good time."
He
today."
literally voiced one of my favorite characters of all
He's
time.
like- I think he's
so-
voiced all
that?
of our favorite characters.
Vegeta.
Oh yeah.
Like 100%.
All right, so we got Zoro from One Piece. We got
Mhm.
Piccolo. We got Vegeta. We got Snake from Vinland Saga. We
Yamcha.
got Souther. We got Yamcha. Souther from Fist of the North Star. Let's see. Corrin Shenron. He was in Borderlands, the video game. Let's see what else we got here. I'm just scrolling. Ranking of Kings. He was Despa. Restaurant to Another
Did
World.
not know that.
Tales of Luminaria, video game. Obviously, he's All Might,
Yes.
which
Yes.
is, and by the way, the work he does on All Might is phenomenal. To go from like the chill to the "It's I am here," like
Yep.
it's
Yeah.
so good,
That's
man.
good range. Good range.
I'm still going. Y'all can talk. I got Tokyo
Yeah.
Ghoul here. I can go for days.
Dude,
It's such a long.
He and his voice is like so
794 credits on behind the voice
that's
actors,
crazy.
That's a
man.
lot.
That's
and
crazy.
he's wearing a dope fedora in the photo.
Oh, for sure. That's
Always,
him.
man.
That's Chris Sabat.
He's recognizable. Like when you hear a character that's voiced by him, you're like, okay, we're in for a good time.
Oh, 100%.
And I've been on a One Piece kick, and him and Zoro, man, gosh, Zoro is such a badass character.
He was Maki's dad in Fire Force.
Yep.
Dang.
Fruits Basket. He was Ayame Soma. Let's see. He was Beetle from Code Geass.
Yes.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. He was King Vegeta, Young Vegeta, Zarbon, Shenron, Viku, Gogeta. Is one half because they recorded that with him
He
and
played
Sean
like
together.
30 Dragon Ball characters.
Yeah, they
Yes.
definitely got him like milked on that one.
For
so.
sure.
Overlord 3. I want to say I think he's in. Is he in? No, he's. I don't think he is actually. I thought he was in Slime, but I don't think he is.
Oh, he needs to be.
He's Yami Sukihiro, which is a phenomenal freaking character.
Really?
From Black Clover.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he always like it's him, and it's it's him, but it's never always the same him. It's always shades of him, which I appreciate.
Right. Exactly. It's been man so good to see him. Just how much he's done. It's been great.
Steins Gate
For sure.
movie,
He's done a lot.
Fire Emblem. I'm still going.
You're still scrolling, man.
I-
790.
You'll be scrolling forever.
He was also Jace, Birder, the Turtle, Super Shenron, Raccoon, King Piccolo, and King Vegeta in Dragon Ball
They
Super.
paid him for all of this.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Well, not. We ought to have a 10-minute discussion about how they're probably underpaid, these guys, because they truly are underpaid for what they do and the amount. I mean, he was Vaccine Man in One Punch Man, if you remember Vaccine Man,
Oh gosh.
which was an amazing throwaway character. They used his voice on a throwaway character.
Yeah.
That was just so good.
That plays into the trope though that One
Mhm.
Punch Man does so well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm still cruising. We got a Ghost in the Shell, the new movie.
Yep.
Another Tokyo Ghoul.
Gosh, dude, 790. Yeah,
Seraph of the End,
Seraph of the End is underrated anime in my opinion. It's really good.
and he's there. So
But all right, so that's who we all have on ours. So that's hopefully that's one we all have in common.
that's the first. He's the first one up on the mountain.
Yes, first one
Nice.
on.
Which,
first
by
one
the
up on
way,
mountain.
we can also talk about how Mount Rushmore is a desecration of Native American lands on another podcast. But
Gosh.
I'm prepared to speak to that.
Okay.
But yeah,
All right, let's go now. Let's go around. I don't think any of the other ones are as prominent as that one.
I'm
I
still
agree.
scrolling this man's page. And I
JD, who
just-
you got
I
next,
can't
man?
You know what's crazy enough? I picked Liam O'Brien.
Liam O'Brien. Okay.
And you know why?
Why is that?
Gara.
Gar.
Naruto.
So
I'm trying
he
to tell
has
you.
he has one of my favorite
Gar.
lines
I don't know Naruto.
in anime. The part where him and Sasuke were fighting, and he bled, and
Oh,
he was
God,
like,
yeah.
he literally hit him with the, "It's my blood."
Yeah.
Like it was so aggressive. And he just started screaming. Like I've never.
Very
that was
good.
one of the most intense moments I've seen in Naruto. The rest of it is a little shaky, but that was one of the best moments that I've ever seen from Naruto at that moment. Like it was crazy. He just went from 0 to 100. He saw he was bleeding and he like cracked. He went crazy.
Yeah.
So good.
He's a good character for sure. I know I kind of dissed his voice a little earlier.
Oh yeah, but that moment,
Yeah.
that moment sold me. I was like, dude, this dude can really like. He has his moment where he can act. And he knows what he's doing.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
100%.
Yeah. Oh, apparently he was in Yu Yu Hakusho as well.
Mm.
Christopher Sabat. I'm still going.
Oh dang.
That's what it says on here. I'm
he was
figuring it out.
probably one of the fighters in the Dark Tournament. I feel like.
Maybe.
I feel like that's where he would have came in.
He was Armstrong in Full Metal.
Yep,
Also.
he was.
Dang, that's true. You're right.
I mean, literally, if it's your favorite anime,
He's
Chris
been in it.
Sabat
He's
has,
been in there.
has done it,
He's-
which
he's
is
been
just
in it.
such a credit to the guy.
jeez, dude.
Christopher Sabat, you'll never watch this, but we love you so much.
we do. We actually do.
You have brought me. I'm 35. You have brought me just years of joy. So many. But yeah.
All right. So my next person on my Mount Dubmore is Bryce Papenbrook.
Oh.
Bryce Papenbrook, man. Aaron Yeager.
Okay.
Meliodas, Aaron Yeager. We got Rin from Blue Exorcist. We have Kazuto from Sword Art Online. Shiro Emuya from the Fate Night series. And some other notable ones are Negi Makoto from Danganronpa. So
Danganronpa.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one.
So, yeah, and he's one of the ones that does a lot of anime, but he also does a lot of like American series as well. But he's one for me that when I hear his voice, it stands out for me. Like it's
sure.
easily noticeable. And I mean, I feel like the evolution of Aaron Yeager from episode 1 to where we see him now, that's a lot of range, man. Like he goes from this young, just trying to do a lot as a young kid to like this about to overpower the world kind of
Oh
thing.
yeah, it's the way they do it is nuts.
Yeah, and then especially the arc where Aaron is like in hiding, like trying to in the missing leg, and he's interacting as somebody who's just asking questions and all that kind of stuff, and then he reveals himself. You're like, holy crap, that was incredible.
Still one of my that episode and the episode where Armin dies when they're going back to the cellar.
Yeah,
Oh God, those 2 episodes when he comes out of that freaking basement and Reiner figures out what's up and he dives on just
Yeah,
such a
it's intense.
it's so good. All right, is it my turn?
yes. Now it's
All
your
right,
turn.
Yep.
All right, my turn. You and I share this guy. Similar in the fact that he is both Japanese dub anime actor as well as American. Matthew Mercer.
Yep.
Possibly just the dude, he's everywhere all the time. But I am where Chris Sabat is on here for like 9,443 roles or whatever it was. Matthew Mercer's got a ton, 451 on behind the voice actors. But the main one, to your point, when you talked about Gara, is in Attack on Titan. when he's fighting Kenny and he comes up off that bell tower on the roof and just Kenny is just elite.
It's moments like that that get you.
Elite. And
Yeah.
Levi's entire character is voiced so well. I mean, probably it's you can tell how good Matthew Mercer is because he's probably the best voiced character on the show. Like full send, like the entire way. Like when he's conveying emotion, when Erwin is getting ready to die.
I think he's the most well-rounded for sure.
Yeah, and when he like you furry bastard, like that's when he's fighting the Beast Titan. Like it's all like perfect delivery, perfect measured. Like, and I could go through his whole list. I'm not going to, but Matthew Mercer is awesome. Also,
He's really good.
Also, the father of Critical Role, which we're dabbling listening to. So,
Yes.
yeah, we're video games, English cartoons, Japanese cartoons. The dude's everywhere and incredibly gifted.
Yes,
So.
which he is my third person on Mount Dubmore with
Really?
Matthew Mercer. Yeah,
Nice, okay.
So he's so good, man. Especially his Levi role for me is just top tier.
Yeah, I mean, because that's a scenario where the sub, the guy, when he screams Kenny and his Levi acting, is phenomenal.
Right.
And so, like, you got to have a dude if you're going to port that to English. Like, you can't screw that up. It's too good of a character, too popular, too important, so on and so forth, and he nails it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
So, yeah.
I agree so much there. He's on mine. So
Trevor, drop your third.
Yeah,
Who's your
drop your third.
My third. My third is another goat, Colleen Klinkenbeard.
Ah,
Mhm.
okay.
I
So-
almost had her on
Female
there.
roles.
I almost had her on there.
She's very, very talented. Obviously, 400 approximately roles on behind the voice actors. Can I interest you in Luffy? As one of her
Yep.
characters. Can I interest you in Momo from My Hero Academia? Mikasa's mother in Attack on Titan offshoot, maybe the other ones as well. Also, she has been Gohan for a hot minute, young Gohan.
Really?
Yeah, in the Kakarot video game, she was Son Gohan, future Son Gohan, young. I can go through this for days. She was also Princess Hibana from Fire Force, who is an elite character.
Oh man, so good.
If I'm not mistaken, so this I'm gonna get a little off script for knowing these things, but I mentioned you can watch the behind the scenes. The first one I watched was on accident. I ended up, and then I got into it and watched some more. The behind the voice actors for My Hero, and if I'm not mistaken, she was like running the other voice actors and then doing her own role.
Really?
Like just like to, and I was like, holy crap!
So
Like,
she's that good.
yeah, she's crazy, man, and like. She's like, yeah, do you mean more of that or more emotion here? And to watch them work is very fascinating. And then she goes and gets in the booth and she goes from talking however she talks to then it's immediate switch. And it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's crazy, man. And so many roles, so much talent. And I'm not even scratching the start as I'm scrolling through here. I'm just like, holy crap.
She has a lot. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, man. Like, and
I mean, Luffy's top tier already.
I agree.
Charlotte Rosalie from
Really?
Black Clover. Yeah.
Interesting.
Ancient Magus Bride,
Ooh, nice.
Titania. So like, yeah, it's a lot.
Okay.
She's had some stuff, man.
Yeah,
Trust me,
man.
I almost picked her too, but I went with somebody else instead.
Yeah. So
Okay.
and then she was also I'm just scrolling again. I'm getting stuck into it. It's just so much. So yeah, she's cool.
Yeah,
That's
I
all there
agree.
is to it.
I
She's
agree.
For
super
sure.
cool. Yeah.
Good choice, man. Good choice. What about you, JD? What's your
I'm
third?
gonna leave my female for last, but my third pick is Justin Cook.
Mm.
He voiced Raditz. He also voiced Hiroshima from from My Hero, Jesus. And Yusuke.
Oh, yes, of
Um,
course.
And the reason I picked him was because, again, I do it based off of moments.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most bone-chilling moments for me came out of that anime. Freaking Yusuke screaming when he was in there trying to take all of his master's energy. He was trying to harness that power, and he was just like screaming and going through it. And she was basically, Genkai was telling him he looked like a child at that moment. And then he got mad when she tried to take it out and called her an old hag, and like his voice acting in that moment was amazing. Like he really put himself and his voice through the ringer. He showed he could act. Like Yusuke already was a good character because of how he was, and he played that role well, but he did an amazing job.
Yeah, he's amazing. He really is. Yusuke Urameshi. I mean, how can you go wrong?
Oh, for
right?
sure. Like that was probably one of the best characters he's ever voiced for.
Yeah.
And like I said, I liked Hiroshima too. Hiroshima's one of those characters that can switch on the dime too. Like he can go from joking to serious, and his voice acting there is nuts. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Good pick. Good pick. All right, let's round it out with our fourths. Okay, so Trevor, number 4.
Feeling good about it. I also want to shout out Colleen one last time because she was Ezra Scarlet from Fairy Tail.
Urza, yes
Yeah.
sir.
And
yes.
then also Riza Hawkeye.
Really?
Yeah,
Whoa.
I'm telling you, man, she's tough. All right, so for my last one, I'm gonna be going pure, just prolific, incredible body of work. Patrick Seitz,
Oh, okay.
609 roles.
He had a lot of good characters.
Oh yeah, Dio Brando, Scorpion, Frankie. Just Thorkel from who I absolutely adore. Thorkel, the character from Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
I really do. He's such a perfect character. He's in Bleach, like I said, One Piece, Mob Psycho. Like again, he's that same dude. He was also in Fire Emblem, which is one of my favorite game series. But yeah, like just somebody that is that prolific. He's Endeavor, who, so
Nice.
I Endeavor, the dub character. I referenced this earlier. The fight against the Nomu is when I turned on the character of Endeavor and being like, all right, I'm starting to kind of root for this guy.
You can feel for him a lot.
Yeah, but like I thought he was gonna die, like, and because when he's going up there to do the prominence burn or whatever, and the dude like Patrick Seitz is crushing that moment, everything, like all of it, and so I'm pretty sure I'm the only one caught up on the My Hero manga, which is also popping all the way off. When that gets animated in like 2 years, Patrick, I'm looking forward to hearing what you do with Endeavor, where he currently is, because it's going to be
phenomenal. Yeah.
Also, Patrick, his Shoto that he screams out whenever Todoroki does anything at all for him cracks me up.
Yeah.
Just for a minute, he's like, Shoto! It's always great. So love Patrick Seitz. That's my fourth.
Strong fourth.
Yeah,
That's
it's strong. Yeah, fourth in the delivery, but not fourth in my heart. So yeah, there
Makes
you got.
sense.
All right. So my fourth one is actually Laura Bailey.
Okay.
Laura
Go for it,
Bailey.
go for it.
Man, so she has done a lot of stuff, but her most recognizable stuff is for the one and only. She does Trunks. Okay. But she also does Maka Alburn. And she also does Honda from Fruit Basket. And the one that I think turned me into somebody who enjoys a good female character is Lust. She did Lust.
Yes.
Can't go wrong with that one.
Brotherhood, man. She carried.
Yes, very good, amazing.
I agree.
There was just something about Lust's character.
It was
just-
aggressive, but
yes,
it was like,
exactly. Yes,
yeah.
she was kind of like in your face, but then like she had this side of her where like she could get stuff done behind the scenes
You
as
can
well.
see the terrifiedness.
Oh man, it's so good, man.
That scream at getting burned
yep.
alive by Mustang, man.
Over and over again, over and over again.
That was literally, yo,
Mustang just standing there, just like
snapping, and she's like, dude, that's
so
That's the
amazing.
scene that actually got me to start watching that. I haven't watched it all the way through yet, so I saw that on a clip like on Instagram or something. I'm like, I gotta get that action.
So good.
Oh, yeah.
man.
I'm about that action, so I need to get it.
So good.
it sells you.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely Laura Bailey for
And
me.
then you see Tucker, and you're like,
Who is his voice actor? That's my least favorite.
he's
I'm
probably
sorry.
in hiding now.
Yeah.
he's can't show his face anymore. So that's crazy. All right, JD, round it out for us.
Erica Mendez.
Yes. Okay.
Easy pick. Raftalia was honestly one of my
so
favorite characters.
Yeah.
in
Raftalia is a good character.
Freaking
Shield hero.
Shield Hero, man. Like she was really amazing. She went from nothing to
Yeah.
everything.
Got out the mud.
Yeah.
Aladdin seems like he's very immature, but he holds a lot of responsibilities in that world, and for her to be able to switch to that like jokingness to "I need you, Alibaba," like it's crazy how she just swaps on a dime. But the most notable is Gon, Gon Freeze.
Yep. Hunter.
I don't know how she did it, especially like during the Chimera Ant arc, he was really dark. Like he
Yeah.
was really dark.
These folks are good, man.
Yeah.
Like the amount of skill it takes, and
You got to go places, man. You really
do,
like
man.
mentally, like you really do.
Dude, like especially like when he was talking to the other Chimera Ant, the one that killed Kite. Yo,
Pedo,
like,
man.
dude, she snapped, man.
Yeah.
She snapped.
She's tough. Okay, so do you have an honorable mention?
I think I gave my Christian Bale, literally easy honorable
yeah,
mention,
that's
man.
right.
Like he played.
Look into the camera and tell us why.
He played Hal. That was one of the best
From the movie Howl's Moving Castle.
actings I've heard in a long time. He killed that role, man. Like
As a young man that
killed it.
told the future. What about you?
It's Johnny Young Bosch for me.
Oh man,
All right, who's
His most notable characters are
Adam from Power Rangers.
yeah. Oh yes, right. Power Rangers, Adam, Black
Yes.
Ranger, second Black Ranger, and then he did Ichigo.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean,
Yep.
come on. And then he does Lelouch. So
so good. Mine is gonna be Kyle Hebert. He is Gohan Ragnar from Vinland Saga. He's
okay.
Fate Grand Carnival, Lancelot, and he's Fat Gum. He is all over the place. He's Heinz. Let's see. I'm scrolling to see if I'm missing anything. He's Kanamori from Demon Slayer. He's Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins.
Ooh, that's a good one.
that is a good one.
Yeah, he's got how many to his name? 681 credits. He's another one who I've been watching for so long, specifically Dragon Ball. He and Christopher Sabat are the two guys that I can always pick them out.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
That's him.
Is that adult Gohan? It is adult Gohan. And I always am filled with warmth.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's like he's on my Mount
Yeah.
Rushmore of characters.
Yeah, he's really good too. But also Johnny Young Bosch, he also does Trigun as well,
Mm.
and
He does,
he was the voice of Akira in the movie Akira.
I almost put him on my list because he was a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
By the way, are you guys ready for the trending right now on TikTok and Instagram, the Akira soundbite? Have y'all seen that?
No, I have not.
It's oh man, it's where he's like he's going crazy and he's like they're like Akira, he's like and his head's hurting or whatever, you know what I'm talking about?
I've no.
Oh, okay. It's
We're gonna have to pull that up after.
yeah, I'll show you guys. But yeah, so I hope y'all are ready for that because it's coming.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. I'm excited about that. All right. Well, those are some pretty solid honorable mentions, and I feel like those are all very good picks for us. Christopher Spot, you're still the one.
You're
For sure.
You're the OTP man. You're
Yeah,
the one true
man.
pairing for me. I can't
Gosh,
speak for
dude,
anybody
it's so
else.
good, man. But I let us know who you guys think we left off the list. I know for a fact we left off a ton of people, but these are our top fours. Our Mount Dubmores, man. We really enjoyed doing the research for the picks and just talking about these. And so I think that's it. That's all she wrote.
That's
So
all.
go ahead and subscribe to YouTube.
All those things.
Yep. And follow us on social media at Royal Geek Pod for all of that. Feel free to interact with us. We'd be happy to talk anime all day, every day.
Yep.
So for Sandy, Trevor, and JD, we're saying sayonara, senpais.